Hospital. Well done, Graham. And Beatty.
Be right behind you, I'll film it.
Cynthia Legrano, Lisa Hill of Charlottesville, Virginia. Amy Reyes, Mary
Come on, y'all, push.
Robinson.
All right, y'all got it. That's it.
Dad, pull back! Pull back! Pull back! Pull back, just pull back.
4 hours on the course. Moving course. A great day. Great.
Hey! You did it! Get off. Keep rocking, let's go get Stop yelling at me, please. Okay.
Great job. The back of the audience, the gallery, the crowd.
Just try and get on the side.
These people are doing all by themselves. Our way through the probably million or so people along the route.
Tamerlan goes all over the place and works the biggest events because they are the best at what they do. And they've got a bunch of wizards here. There's one guy that always tries to make you sound as good as he can. That's Clayton Young. He's the kind of a leader of that. Clayton, again, thank you very much for all you do. And I salute you, guy. And so let's see if we can identify a few more people. We got Kristen Nagy, Goody Zelich, Paul Cullen, Courtney Franco, Scott Thatcher, Sherry.
I'd say the most difficult is the last few miles. The hills, you get really excited by the crowds and you think you're done.
Jonathan Duba, Carol White, Lauren Petrie. There was a Laura Petrie once. It's not her. Craig Adams, Samantha Cummings, Sarah Patrick, Ashley Hayes, Carlos Estrada, Bradley Jensen, Susan Moore, Mary Leinart, Judy Lloyd, Michael Grant, Michael Polka, Ann Burnett, Joe Vitello. The stream keeps coming. 27,000 strong started out from Hopkinton this morning, and the lion's share of them are going to finish. We this year, of course, have been blessed with a better day to run. Last year was brutal, the conditions.
Yeah. The percentage of finishes here was very, very high.
Runners have to qualify for this marathon. The lion's share of them do it.
What the hell was that? Oh my God! Something blew up.
Still caught in 5. We've had an explosion. Straight, right in the block.
separate devices. All units be advised, wireless sector devices.
UCC, did I hear that correctly?
Yeah, see, confirm it. 2 devices just went off at Boylston and Exeter. All units, extreme caution. The library, 760. 71! 671! 71. Boylston, we have multiple people down.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck this. Oh, my God. Where's Timothy? Don't go down there. Don't go down there. Don't go down there. Don't go down there.
There's as many ambulances as the stock. Secondary devices here. I need officers to secondary device.
So what's happening?
Look at all the people running away, dude.
I don't know. Look at the cops are telling them all to go.
Holy
What happened?
I only want to hear from the 984. I only want to hear from that supervisor. Okay, Delta 984, here's what I need. I want ring road cleared so I can get ambulances out, okay? Richard Delta 30. Delta 984, give me a clear to what I need. Gloucester. I need as many as you can give me. I want ring road cleared, ambulances in and out. On ring. 984, take control of the fire coming in. I need lanes open here. Copy, just keep giving it out, sir. Anybody else stay off the air.
What the fuck happened?
Holy shit, a bomb.
A bomb? Think it's safe to be here, Kurt?
Probably not.
Oh my God, is somebody's mandate.
Out! Get out! Get out!
There's another one. It's going to go off. Go this way. Up that way. That way. That way.
Away from this area.
That way. This way. This way.
Delta 984. Delta 984, sir, go. Help up from the medical tent. Get as many people up here as you can from the medical tent. All right. Delta 984. Send Mark to the corner of Ring and Huntington. I want that road open for we're going to need more ambulance there.
Twitter Boston Marathon.
Get that. Cut it. Yep. Tear it.
That's my sister. This is my brother. This is his girlfriend. That's her son.
Hey, Robbie's over here. Stop the bleeding. All right. Stop triaging some of these people. All right. You want to get her out of here?
Yeah.
Hey, she's mobile. She's
Can you sit up, Gina?
You can get up and walk.
Can you get up and walk, Gina?
What hurts down here? Tell me. Yeah, talk to me. I need things to go on.
Okay, ready?
Is she bleeding from everywhere?
Yes, a lot of blood underneath.
All right, you leave her there.
Do you want to tie it off?
Tie it off her butt. Colton!
Yes.
Stay with Gina.
Okay.
I'm going with
I have Peter's phone and his wallet and stuff.
You have a belt on, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Can I have it?
She's
You're gonna be all right, sweetie, okay?
You are too? No, I can move. I'm just with her. Here you go. Here you go.
Behind her knee while that.
I'm going to stay with you, okay?
Noah!
All right? Hear me?
You're okay, sweetie.
Is it just the two of them that are here together?
I'm going with them.
Well, you might not be a huge but they're going to go together. Is there anywhere other than that?
Have to go together.
He's got to run.
What's your name?
Is anywhere else going on this road?
Oh, you say the you have any other pains other than your leg? Or you're good? Okay.
He's got no fracture. He's only 6, right?
Okay. Just tell him if they come over, he's going to turn someone over here right here.
Okay.
They'll take her up, okay? Okay.
All right, listen. What does he got going on? Out of the way, okay?
Yes. We got it.
Gina, I'm right behind you, okay? Okay? Here, I'm going to put this under your head. Just move back out of the way.
Can I stand right back here?
Come on, let's go.
We are following breaking news right now here from WBZ. We've been covering the Boston Marathon, the 117th running all day long. Just moments ago, explosions near the finish line on Boylston Street in the Back Bay there, Paula.
So we have sources there, Bobby, who are there. This is on the corner of Dartmouth and Boylston, right where the finish line is. In years past, you'll recognize it as the area across from the Boston Public Library where the medical tent is assembled. We have sources on the ground in the vicinity saying that they heard 2 explosions, 2 consecutive blasts near the finish line. They've been giving us reports of people being injured in that area. At this point, we have no idea on what has been so far a picture-perfect day in terms of the weather, the crowds, what has been going on at the marathon scene. And now suddenly within the last few minutes, these reports of explosions.
Operating on Boylston Street. Be advised, Boston Police is treating this as a crime scene. Use caution. This is a crime scene. Use caution. Also, be aware for secondary devices.
There were two huge explosions just seconds apart. Right in the area of Marathon Sports. If you're familiar with that, it's right by the finish line here in Boylston, in Copley Square, and people just started running. But it was a horrible situation here with a lot of emergency vehicles moving in. They're trying very hard to get people out of the area and to clear the streets right now. But you can imagine with this crowd, it's very difficult. And they're just trying to attend to the people who are the most seriously injured.
There's a lot of gruesome stuff in my footage, I'm sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, fine. What's that? Yep. Sure. Yep. Yep. This is unbelievable. It's going to be some kind of a terrorist attack. There are 2 bombs that went off. Huge explosions. Yeah, I'm not going back. I'm right here. Oh, yeah, this is going to go international. Absolutely. Did you see it? Did you guys see it? Or they stopped where they brought
Boston police are reporting a possible secondary device through the ECC, St. James Ave, and Trinity Place. I report BPD from the UCC. St. James Ave and Trinity Place, possible secondary device. Okay, command.
Litters the sidewalk by...
Okay, also we're getting Boylston Street and Hereford Street for a suspicious package. Okay, command.
Okay, all available.
Tango 901, we have an unattended backpack at Boylston and Fairfield. We need to set up a perimeter here, get people away from it.
Set up a perimeter, Boylston and Fairfield, guys. Boylston and Fairfield, clear everybody out of there. Use caution. There might be possible additional devices. Once again, all officers monitoring. Use caution. There are possible other devices in the area.
Tango officer, ambulance at Hereford and Calm. I have a victim here with shrapnel in the leg.
Hereford and Calm, we'll get them to you, sir. We'll get them to you. Hereford and Calm.
This episode of a second explosion shows that 2 scenes with multiple injuries. I would say it's going to approach 100. before this is done. I don't know if they're going to have death, but I saw dismemberment. I saw blood everywhere, blood all over the sidewalk, blood on people's faces. People were badly injured. I'm pretty sure on the scene it was just a chaotic scene of them trying to clear the gates, trying to get to the injured. What kind of bomb it just poof, up and just went smoke. And what is it? Second bomb went off. Just as we were all responding to the first one,
You have to get out.
Second bomb went off. We'll have to clear the area now. I'll cut all the footage. Rounded up, coming back. I'm probably going to head home. Yes, I can stay here. I'll stay at the scene here. I'll stay at the scene here. I'll go back to the hotel.
Directly across from the library.
And then call me back. But yeah, because whatever video, yeah, if you want me to talk to people or interview on video, but I mean, I've got
Yankee C-20, I want anyone that has a wagon to take that wagon the wrong way down Boylston Street and be ready to turn it onto Ring Road. Boylston, turn it onto Ring Road. We may need them to transport engines.
Yankee Charlie 2. Yankee Charlie 2, go. I need Superintendent Buckley. You know, Texas and investigator reports this. I want them all gathered up in one location. Why don't we try Ring Road and Huntington for now? Let's get a community post. Roll.
I've got the stuff over there.
Ring Road and Huntington.
C5 has that headed up the Ring Road.
Over Alpha 1. We're getting reports from the Boylston and an explosive package at Boylston and Exeter. Do we have eyeballs on that?
Everybody is crowding around the hotel.
Hey, Carlos, I'm so sorry. We have some breaking news. Otherwise, I wouldn't cut you off so abruptly. Carlos Warner, thanks for joining us. Let's get now to Boston. Apparently, there's been an explosion at the Boston Marathon. I am told one of our producers, Matt Frucci, is there on the ground talking to us by phone. What can you tell us, Matt?
Hi, it was about 15-20 minutes ago near the finish line on Boylston Avenue here in Boston when I heard two explosions. The first one I saw close to the finish line from where we were. It was big, it was booming. I saw a big
line there, and there is the explosion 1 and 2. It appears almost as in they're in different places. We'll have to figure that out as we learn more about what happened here. But again, the explosion, the main one there at the Marathon Sports, and then you can hear after that, Paula, it's just absolutely heartbreaking to see this. This is video, again, just coming in. You see the marathon officials there reacting and getting those fences back so people can get out of the way.
For instance, right here in the blue jacket, that's Tommy Marr, who every year is the person who is the official there at the finish line. You can see him running off to with police officers to the side to assist people. We do want to warn viewers as we take a look at this. This is raw video just coming into the newsroom, and we feel that it's important to get it out there and show it to you as quickly as possible. But we have not had a chance to edit this video.
But I have a feeling there are more off to the left where I can't see, which is where that explosion was just across the street from me. It was a pretty big explosion. We were all fleeing away. I could see that there were a bunch of people piled around what may have been a trash can or something there across the street. I'm not entirely sure.
Describe the scene of where this took place now.
Answering command.
Isn't perhaps familiar with the Boston area.
Additional engine company here for stop over Boylston. We're going to see from the line. Have a line take over. Report to Boylston and Dartmouth, and then call command, okay?
Okay, those two engines you asked for, I got engine 4 and engine 10 coming. One at Boylston and Dartmouth, and one at Fairfield and Dartmouth. They're going to grab those hydrants and stage there. Do you need any additional?
That's command. This is man. We're going to send, as soon as we get the public alley number, we're going to send a couple engine companies to the rear of 673 Boylston. And have them stand by before we go in the alley for further directions, okay?
Okay, if you want, I'll give you a rundown what companies you have there.
Stand by, fire off.
Perhaps the parking lot or building, I'm not entirely sure. It was off in the distance.
There are a lot of people who are injured. I saw at least 10, if not more, people being taken away in stretchers. I'm sorry to say this, but there's a lot of blood on the scene, I'm afraid. What we do know is there was at least one explosion, either inside or outside of Marathon Sports on Boylston Street, which is directly across the street from the Boston Public Library. There was at least 2 explosions that I heard. One person indicated there was one at the Marathon Sports and another further up Boylston Street towards Mass Ave. And the response was very quick. There's a ton of emergency personnel here, and as you know, the Marathon medical tent is right here, so the injured people are being moved right to that area for some care. The police are securing that Marathon Sports area and pushing everybody back, as you would imagine, so that no one else is in any kind of danger. And at this point, they're just securing the area, and I'm sure they're trying to figure out what exactly happened. Again, we heard at least 2 explosions here, and there are a lot of people who are injured, I'm afraid. Back to you guys.
And Ken, we're going to keep you on the phone here if you could, just because you have such an incredible view of what's happening there right now. We could see what you mentioned that you were hearing as well, Ken. We rolled some video a moment ago that was raw video. We're going to stay away from that for just a minute because there is some quite a bit of blood in it. But
possibly 4 patients there being treated at the scene. A large number of fire personnel. EMS, Brianna, there on the scene. But it's hard to tell exactly the extent of injuries that we're looking at right now. But it does look like a number of EMS teams working on multiple patients there at the scene, Brianna.
And Matt, I think you're still with me. At what point in the event did this happen?
This is near the end of the race. I mean, most of the top finishers had already finished about an hour or 2 ago, but my brother is running, and he still probably had another 45 minutes to go. So there's still a lot of people left on the race.
Keep you on the phone. We just want to make sure we keep viewers up to date here. We're looking live from Sky as medical personnel.
Matt, talk to us about this. Sort of take off your producer hat for a moment and put on your brother hat. Your brother was in this race, and I'm sure, and obviously you're right there near where this happened. How much concern do you have having gone there for what is supposed to be a very almost a joyous occasion in a way, where your brother is doing something so difficult,
in terms of
and instead you're there witnessing this happen.
Would have been
I believe my
the
brother's
highest
fine
concentration
because he was 45
of
minutes
people
away from the
all
finish line.
crammed
We're
into
trying to
that area
contact my
after
other
the
brother
turn
and
on
his kids
Boylston
now,
Street,
because
heading
they were
down to
somewhere on
the
the other
finish
side
line.
of the
It does
street.
look as though any
We're hoping
runners
they're
who
okay
were
and they
still
should be
coming
okay, 'cause
to
we
that
think they're
area
another block
are
or two down
clearly
on the other
being
side.
sent off
But
to a
it's
different
tough to get phone
route,
signals out right
and
now.
the police and firefighters, EMTs on the scene are doing their best to get injured people either off in those ambulances or, as Lisa Hughes described, to the medical tent as quickly as possible.
Because of the major event that was going on with the crowd, obviously you had a medical tent set up, you had EMTs,
okay,
you had
Matt,
Boston,
stay with us for just a moment. I do want to turn now to Luke Colombo. He is the Director of Elite Intelligence and Protection. He's overseeing security at a number of major sporting events. Lou, what goes into security at an event like this? And to try to prevent something like this? And are you surprised that this happened, or is this something that is obviously just ultimately a fear and sort of a vulnerability of something like a marathon?
Well, I think to say it's a vulnerability is conservative. As we all know, we're very porous as a nation. You would always hope that events like this would not take place, but I will tell you, it's in the forefront of the minds of law enforcement anytime an event like this is staged. You're hoping the intelligence community has kind of an edge on things, to where if there is information floating around regarding a possible threat, they'd be on it. A lot's going to go into this now. At this point, you're going to have the FBI in response, Boston PD, their bomb squad, the ATF, emergency medical. They're going to be pulling cameras in the area. There's a whole process underway right now, but the reality of the situation is it is almost impossible to protect an event, especially one that is over a protracted space as a marathon is. I hate to say it, but these are the times that we live in.
So when you say that they're pulling cameras, they will be looking obviously to see.
Saying right now he's being kept far from the scene.
We've heard from Matt, some people wondered if it wasn't from
any
a trash can in the area. What will they be looking for, Lou?
Well, on the cameras, they're going to try to pick up activity. I mean, depending on how far back.
And let me tell you, just a moment, we are looking at pictures right now of what appears to be that explosion with smoke rising. We actually could
area,
see,
locked down that large
it did
hotel
appear that we saw at least one person fall down, although it looked like
from as many people
perhaps
on foot as possible.
their injuries were minor. But we are looking just to give you a sense of what was described as two huge bangs, two huge explosions that happened there at the Boston Marathon.
Paula was trying to pull back the barrier there so they could get to the people
reported
who would
seeing
have just
the smoke that you just saw
Boylston
there.
Street, thinking nothing
We're
about
looking
it
at
because
authorities
it's been
sort of
such a
rushing to
fantastic
the
day
scene. These are some of
for
the
this
first pictures that were
117th Boston
coming
Marathon,
that are
and
coming
it is,
into CNN
absolutely
from our
heartbreaking.
affiliate
I know,
WBZ.
to me, probably to you as well,
This
that
happened
something like
just
this has happened.
moments
It's just
ago
absolutely
near the
heartbreaking
finish
when you
line
think
of the
about
Boston Marathon.
the spirit of this day.
And Lou,
we always
are you
talk
able to
about
see
one
these
of the
pictures?
Beautiful